Today's Paint With Me will be creating this pumpkin and vines. You'll need watercolors, and opaque white paint like gouache or acrylics, and a couple watercolor brushes. Hi, my name's Nisha, and I teach tips, tricks, and tutorials for all things creative. All my supplies and materials are also listed below in the description. So get your brush, this is size 6, and a little bit of an orange, and start roughly putting in the pumpkin shape with a bit of green. The vines are really kind of twisty and curly. It's a little bit like a Cinderella-esque pumpkin and vines. It's pretty easy. Start off with the lighter greens and then play with it, and then add in the top of the pumpkin, and then add in some of the vine leaves, light greens, and kind of randomly just placed. I'll probably pull out a little bit of a vine on the top and add a little vine leaf. So while the main pumpkin is drying, you can keep adding in some fun leaves and vines and details. Once the pumpkin's a bit dry, you can play with adding some vines and leaves across the front. Okay, so now with a darker shade of orange, it's a little bit of a reddish orange, I'm adding in some of the definition. It's in about 3 different sections, so you can build up your layers on each of these sections. And now I'm just adding a little bit more yellow. And then with a bit of a blue, a little darker blue, adding in a little bit of shadows onto some of the sections of the vine, just in certain areas to bring those out. And include a little of that blue color in the light leaves as well. Just a little bit lighter and a little bit darker to get a little contrast. Okay, so picking up a little bit of a darker red, I'm going to add in some of the shadows. So a little bit underneath and then along the edges a little bit. And then to blend them out, I'm using a detailed brush. So I'm switching to, this is a size 0 brush, and then just softening out some of these edges with the tip of it. And then also with the detail brush, the same shadows along the bottom where the top of the pumpkin is got a few curves and some lines for definition. I'm pulling out a little bit of detail right there. Then going back with the sections, now that's a little bit dry, just adding a little bit more orange and building up the layers and defining some of those edges and the shadow pieces. Okay, so now get a little bit of your opaque white paint. This is my acrylics. And all we're going to do is add in a little of the highlights just to bring out those pieces. And that is the final step. And there you go. You have a little Cinderella pumpkin. Perfect for fall. And be sure to check the links below in the description on all the places you can find me and learn more. If you like this, hit the subscribe button, and I'll see you next time.